it's like you said, Gojo's at his best when he's dolo. So if he needs to protect a bunch of people on top of fighting, then it's your typical villain thing. Let me just grab a hostage real quick. Now what are you going to do? Surrender, right? Gojo's different. He gives a but he's strong enough to you up and still protect everybody else. The situation with the domains is just like, if you open a domain, it's a whole field. If you encapsulate a bunch of people in that field, you're pretty much giving Gojo no choice. Well, they're already going to get wrecked from yours, so domain expansion. And then that's it. You're not gonna beat him in that fight.
I love this guy. I fucking love Gojo. He is so busted, and that's what makes me worried.
Oh, that's that good.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Oops. I'm here with my brother Oops and the homie Kai and my man Not So Little IQ Oops. And we are back again, once again. How y'all doing today? Boys, children of all ages, the IQ trifecta is here. My man, we're not sponsored. How many times I gotta tell you? Brother Oosh, take it away.
What's going on, man?
What is happening?
Put that joint right there.
He looked at it.
Fuck that shit. Nah, we're chilling today.
Very good. Very good. All right, so let's get right into it because we got some things to talk about, some things to hype up. And of course, it's always a great time here at the Full Power Podcast. So welcome back. If you're new, shout outs. If you're not new, well, shout outs because, the real ones, we're out here. So, Brother Ooch, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm vibing for the most part.
Okay.
Just a work day. Yeah, just a work day, really.
Same.
That was about it.
All right. My man, Kai Cass-san, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Akiuch, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing calc, so I'm not doing too well right now.
So we missed them last week. If you guys missed out on last week's episode, because we missed the cutoff time, aka his bedtime. Because now my man, as you can see, is back in school, as probably a lot of you might be, actually, now that I think about it. And just anyone in general, school's back in session. I'm seeing a bunch of freaking buses now again.
Fuck them buses.
Yo, that's crazy. But
gotta leave early enough to fucking beat them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyways, really quick, just to get these formalities out of the way before I forget. If you want to hear your name shout out in the end of these episodes, you want to support, you want to help us spruce up this set here, you want more content, bangers of the week, extra episodes, behind the scenes, and a whole lot more, hit us up, Full Power Podcast, over on the Patreon page. There's Full Power Podcast on the Patreon page. If you have a comment, question, concern, business inquiry, or fan art you're trying to sponsor, please, legitimate sponsors, hit us up, fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That's fullpowerpod@gmail.com. And you can now follow us literally everywhere. That matters, I guess, because we have an account on all of those, social medias like the TikTok, the Instagram, and Twitter, obviously YouTube, and everything else. You can find the link to the link tree for all those. So make sure you're following and supporting us on all those things. Now, what are you shouting out for this week, Brother Ooch?
Shouting out all you fuck niggas that start traffic.
Okay, hold on. So the point of this thankful segment is to shout out something. No, it's to shout out something like positive. You are finding the opportunity to turn a positive into a negative.
Because I'm trying to do good.
That's not doing good. That doesn't make sense.
Trying to, shout out people that drive correctly.
Wait, hold on. I had to. Okay, wait.
See what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. After I thought about it, because the way you said it doesn't even make I get it, but no. So you're basically saying you're shouting out people that drive how they're supposed to?
No. I'm shouting out the people that don't know how to drive.
Okay,
which they're slow.
Which the fuck is it?
Well, a little bit of both.
Okay, whatever. Kai, what are you shouting out this week?
I can't remember if I did it once before or not, but I'm gonna do it officially right here and now. I'm definitely shouting out those Bleach intros, and I don't mean the openings. I mean the way they like fill in these like titles and just masterfully implant them as a transition. That shit is fucking godlike, and every anime needs to get on that immediately.
See, that's a nice shout out.
Hold on.
Okay.
But since we're on the topic of intros, did you see the Jujutsu intro?
I wasn't gonna bring
that
it
shit
up.
Was atrocious.
Oh nah.
Atrocious. How did that get passed?
Yo. I
don't even know how I let that shit like run.
So, all right, I guess we're gonna talk about it now. I wasn't gonna talk about it until Banger of the Week segment, which is
that
later.
Was not a banger of the week.
Absolutely correct. It was not. Absolutely correct. And honestly, I was watching this when I was watching the episode. I was like, Kai was trying to predict that I was gonna put that shit on the Banger of the Week.
Nah, if you like that,
you gotta wait till you see it, because you can't see it right now. Like, you don't see what's going on in there.
So hold on, before I say anything else, do you actually like the song though?
I thought the song was okay. I feel like it grew on me. It took a couple listens. I thought it was okay at first, but I feel like it got, just one of those things that just kind of like it grows on you for sure.
It does grow.
That shit is not growing.
Okay.
Yeah, I never expected him to fuck with it though.
It grows, but it's like a mid grow. It's still
a mid grow.
That's a no grow.
All right. So my thoughts on the song itself, because I always think of that. I'm like, will this grow on me? And right now, I'm kind of with you.
Zero.
I don't feel like it's going to grow on me. I'd have to hear it enough fucking times. But even then, I'm just gonna be like, wow, like. I'm just gonna be like you, like, who approved this?
No, there's no way. I skip songs. There's no way I'm listening to that shit.
We skipped it because we were in a rush for like what 2-3 weeks straight.
Like, it gotta be fire for me to not skip.
Like yo, Kai made me feel like I am skipping an absolute
I remember
fucking great song.
I remember.
And so when I heard it, I'm like, okay, he must have been trolling me then this entire time. Had to have been, because like honestly, the ending I vibed with a lot more. I'm not even gonna lie. But that opening, I was like, wait a minute. The song they came back to for season 2, that one's good. I'm pretty sure it was already featured as Banger of the Week. So, yeah, I didn't think we were gonna get there, but
what the fuck? I was.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it. So, what am I shouting out this week? I'm gonna shout out so many things to pick from, because
Shisha roll.
Shout outs to the Shisha roll.
Okay, shout outs to the ending of every episode that we're doing from now until forever, because we keep adapting and adopting new things and segments, and I don't know, we're just having a lot of fun with this podcast. And so, because of our brother's love for food and snacks, especially while we're doing this, he made it.
Love for food, man.
What?
We all love food.
I know we all love food, but I'm just saying, like, he has made it a point that every time we come on here, he's always eating something. He's always got a snack, got something, right?
Oh, damn, not this time.
But you got homework, so that's the other thing.
This time is strict math.
Yeah, trig math. So fuck that shit. So because ever since he had a chicharron, he said at the start of when we're recording, he goes, "Hey, yo, shout out to this." That shit was like one of those things that you don't expect to be funny, but it's hilarious. So ever since then, I was like, we shout out chicharron after every episode. So if you're a real one and you stick to the very last second of every episode, you will hear a very special chicharron shout out. And doesn't matter what we fucking talked about for that episode, there's always time for the chicharron. So shout out to the chicharron. All right. Now, I know our energy is great right now, but I have to ask, does anybody have an ice bar?
Ice beam.
Any takers?
I know the comments probably they better have something.
I'm sure. Oh no, we have some bangers in the comments, or ice bars in the comments. I took a little peek.
I mean, I have one off the head.
Okay.
I don't write mine. I'm
Oh,
not a rapper.
Let him go.
All right. Go ahead, mister. Go ahead. You doing homework too, so all right.
All right. I be doing this calculus. Everyone knows my math skills immaculate.
Oh, is that the bar?
Even no. Don't count me
shit.
out. Don't count me out. Even though sometimes I be doing bad. Don't worry, I'll always be there. All might. Never count me out of it.
The fact that he's doing homework and he came up that shit off the top of his head, that's my brother. Hella respect. That was beautiful. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Do we want to throw in a second one or shall we move on? Okay.
Move on.
Yeah, just move on right now.
All right, let's get it. All right, everybody, it is that time. We got I need a button for Bleach now. I need so many fucking goddamn buttons. I have everything, whatever. All right, so segment time. We got Bleach. Okay. Episode 23. Damn, this was a banger episode. It was very fire. And this was the second part to this whole zombie situation that we got going on. We started off with Kurotsuchi versus Zombie Hitsugaya. Yes, you heard that correctly. Zombie Hitsugaya. And so the entire time we're like, oh, when did he die? But he didn't really die. He just got like doused and turned into one, right? So the whole time, Hitsugaya is thinking like he's about to kill this motherfucker. And then it repeats. And we're like, what the fuck's happening? Because we were like, yo, there's no way Kurotsuchi is just gonna die like that. And no, he didn't. He ended up putting my man in like some fucking Sharingan Tsukuyomi type of a genjutsu where he was just repeating the same. Well, it wasn't just repeating it. He was repeating a moment and then trying to, I guess, kill him in many different ways, which was not working. And after every time he killed him, it would trigger this drug that he put onto Hitsugaya to just repeat the same moment.
That shit was kind of crazy.
It was very crazy, actually. So Kai, what did you think during this scene when this shit was happening?
I was still already stuck on the fact that Hitsugaya was a fucking zombie during all this.
Facts.
Of course, you know, anytime somebody goes to the bad side, they magically get a power up, and I'm tired of them doing him dirty specifically because, you know, he's OP, or at least he definitely should have been. He started out that way, but
Oh yeah,
it is what it is.
he was the youngest captain,
Then he got flamed.
and yeah,
Literally.
But you were mentioning this on the reaction, and that's something that I want to talk to you guys about too. Is just that it is so weird when you have a character, doesn't matter from where, and they're presented to you as they are this strong, but then they go bad or something, and then they're like up there for some reason. Why the fuck did this happen?
It's that demon shit.
It's it's that demon shit. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it, right? So that happens, but he's not the only zombie, because when we go over to the Sternritter L versus Byakuya fight, which is like the later half of the episode, we see that the other captains that looked like they died, they also turned into zombies, and Kurotsuchi took control over them too. So the whole point of this episode was just like a lot of great action, a lot of cool like interactions, a lot of mind fucking, right? But then Kurotsuchi was like, so basically I'm taking your zombies and making them mine, right? So my dude was out here with his drugs, literally. That's what he used. And I said this also. I'm like, yo, why doesn't he fight Yuaba? You know what I'm saying? Like, like
Drug him up.
that's what I'm saying. Like, because he put this drug onto Hitsugaya, right? And like, I'm sure all the viewers are like, yo, when the fuck did he put the drug on him?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, well, maybe the same effect could happen for someone like Yuaba too. But you know, I'm sure that's a character that's like, oh nah, man, Yuaba's OD, which he is. You know, like he is like just everything and everything in one. But like like a character like Kuratsuchi is just like, bro, he's got an answer for everything. He made a whole fucking suit so that he had no shadows.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of like the first time we're actually seeing him fight, I think.
I can't remember the last time. No, we've definitely seen him fight in early Bleach. It's just been so long. I definitely don't remember.
Yeah, no, I really don't remember.
Yeah,
because
no.
like he was just one of those captains that it seemed like he was always on in the back end.
Yeah, he was always doing some lab work, some experimental shit. Like he was always doing something, testing something. He's like a more OD Orochimaru.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know about more OD.
Well, maybe I'm phrasing it wrong. Yeah, maybe I'm definitely phrasing it wrong because I have to think back. I'm like, you know what? He's
Less
up there.
OD.
He's up there. Oh, Kuratsuchi's up there. Orochimaru is a whole nother fucking fiend. Fiend of being. Yeah. But yeah, so then really quick, so the Stern Ritter L, right? So he's fighting Byakuya, and this guy L stands for love, not loss. But he had definitely held some by the end of the episode, obviously. His whole thing was he would like shoot love at you, and then like you would just easily fall for him. And at that point, he would it's almost like if he could use you as like his own type of loveified zombie to fight for you, you know what I'm saying, type shit. And that's kind of crazy too, right? I'm like,
that was stupid.
I mean, he was Cupid. He was a fucking fat Cupid, right? That's literally what this guy was. So the whole point was like, oh, like I can make anyone love me or some bullshit like that, however way he phrases it. And then he tries to do it on Byakuya, obviously doesn't work. But then he hits his Zanpakuto, and he's like, oh damn, I forgot Zanpakutos have souls. So then like he had it turn on him low key, but we also got to see Byakuya do the fucking Kageyoshi. Oh, that shit was sick. Fucking Bunkai. I fucking love his Senbon Sakura.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I feel like he has more to it though.
You did say that.
Yo,
go ahead.
Actually, that's the real shout out this week is fucking Byakuya Kuchiki, because he from now on is Captain Blicky for the rest of eternity. Because when I was watching that sub, like you know, his name is Kuchiki, right?
Kuchiki Block.
But they were screaming, you know, like they're, you know, the Captain Kuchiki, right? And they were screaming at him. They literally Captain Blicky. They were talking about some they loaded that shit the fuck out. Yeah. I was like, oh no, that's different. I was laughing my ass off.
That's fucking hilarious. Yo, that's mad funny. Yeah, because they'd be like, Kuchiki Taicho. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking hit him with the ice beam. So long story short, Sterner L lived up to the name and he held that fucking L. All right, because listen, my man Kuchiki Byakuya came out the Zero Division shit like Ichigo did, and so did Renji, so did Rukia. You know my man was gonna come full throttle. This man, no one's gonna come up to Byakuya like this. So handle business, and like the episode ends, and then we're treated with like an after credit scene. And at first we were like, oh, Ichigo caught up. And it was Yuhaba. Psych. Yuhaba is already there. So
can somebody tell me where did this motherfucker come from?
Yuhaba?
Please. Yes. I don't mean like, yes, of course, he shot himself up there. I mean like in the story.
Yes.
Where the hell did he come from? This dude came out of nowhere, because let me tell you some shit. The first time I saw him, I thought this was about to be some crazy, insane writing shit that we had not seen before, because that man looked like Zangetsu. And I was like, yo, if the final boss is this dude's sword, this is fucking next level shit. But that's not what's happening. And I don't know who this dude is, where he came from. I just know he's a Quincy, and he's like the father of all Quincy's now. So it just is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, no.
We're just letting it rock. He just came out of nowhere.
So
magically more powerful than Aizen. And that's
Yo.
another thing too. Like that's a character that they wrote themselves into a hole where it's like he nerfed himself because he didn't. I forgot specifically what it was. It was like he always wanted somebody to beat him low key, so then he ended up losing. And then this dude with this imagined power this season ended up losing in like the exact same way. I was like, okay, how many more times are we gonna do this?
It's kind of crazy though, because Aizen escaped. I'm pretty sure. No, or
No.
am I tripping?
You're tripping.
Nah.
But we saw him.
Yeah, we did. Like
They had a frame
keep,
of him.
They keep fucking framing him.
Yeah,
for
because
a reason.
obvious.
With good reason.
Yeah.
For a fucking reason.
Listen, they're not gonna go out of their way to animate a whole ass character, and they're not gonna just fucking make an appearance at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But when?
Right.
when is the question? Right. That's the
Bro,
proper
I'm telling you,
question.
he's gonna be used as an example. He's gonna come out of whatever his fucking prison is, and then he's just gonna get like one shot wrecked, so that we can all just gasp.
Right.
Imagine, I mean, imagine if he gets on the good side.
Oof.
I doubt it though.
See, okay, so here's the crossroads that I'm at right now with my memory, because obviously I read all of this, but this was years ago, so I don't remember the specifics. I know Aizen obviously does get involved. Obviously, that much is clear as day to even both of y'all, but I don't fucking remember what he does.
Like which side?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what he does.
That would be crazy if he's
Yeah, no,
like on Ichigo's side.
I mean,
for a
that's
quick
like,
sec.
yeah, like, and that's like, I feel like that's a very, that's like a very epic thing to have happen in shonen type of shows where it's like you see the villain team up with the hero. You know, Frieza did it
Right.
with Goku. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not.
That was next level shit though.
Yeah. It's not like not normal. Like it happens, but it definitely has more meaning depending on who it is, for sure. But as far as what you said about Yuaba, I would probably even have to dig a little bit more as far as like exactly where he came from per se too, just because like you already touched upon a bunch of those points. Like he's like the father of all Quincy's, he's the strongest one, this and that and the third. But the connection to the Zanpakuto, now that I'm sure was intentional, because Zangetsu does look like him. That is a fact. Like that was done on purpose, because when Ichigo's like, why the fuck does this guy look familiar? And then he makes the connection. Like it's because like Ichigo is also a Quincy, like he got Quincy in his blood. And so apparently because of that, I could be so wrong, but this is like off of what I can like try to pull and like, you know, talk about, is that because of that, like Yuahaba is like a part of fucking everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So when Ichigo's time to wake up his sword, that was like essentially like that piece of him was in the Zanpakuto. I could be so wrong, but that's how I'm understanding it. But all I know is that Zangetsu looking like Yoba was done on purpose. That is that's no Turles situation, if you feel me. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have all these fucking Goku lookalikes. Oh yeah, we're not related though. Fuck out of here. So, but yeah, so that's all I got for that. But yeah, so I guess the last thing we could talk about for Bleach, and we kind of already been touching on it a little bit, but do you have any predictions for what may happen next week?
Not much predictions. Really just depends on where they want to start it. Like, are they gonna start with Yuhoba up there, and then Ichigo comes in a few minutes later, maybe like halftime or some shit?
Yeah.
Or are they gonna start back down there with like Byakuya and everything like that? See where they're at.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's one or the other. Maybe a little Ichigo flying up. Maybe they skip him so that way they can just show him getting up there.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe we'll get some action with the, what do they call him up there? The Squad Zero. Squad Zero with fighting Yuba. You never know.
Oh, that shit would actually kind of go crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. I totally didn't even think that.
You know,
That's
'cause
crazy.
we never seen them actually fight. Like Squad Zero. Like
I don't think it's gonna go too crazy.
that's kind of
I don't
crazy
think
to
it's
think
gonna
about.
go crazy at all.
Like the episode or like that fight?
The fight.
That would be fucking insane if
'Cause
it's just a
Yuba, bro.
walkthrough, bro.
Yuba is that OD. So wait, Kai, do you have any predictions or thoughts before I go?
Nah, I mean, I just don't want them to. I want them to start with the Royal Palace. I don't want any more waiting, any more intervening. Just let's see it happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So all I'm gonna say is also like a little reminder, because we at the time of this episode, we have 3 more episodes left before this core is done. So, and just as another reminder, that this 1,000-year Blood War arc is 4 cores. We already got the first one. We're currently in the second one. Once these 3 episodes are over, there's going to be another hiatus. Not a long one, but there will be one nonetheless. And I don't even know at this time, I don't have it in front of me when that 3rd core is happening. Either way, this 1,000-year Blood War arc is, they have a lot of time to fill. So at first I wanted to say, are they going to hold out on Ichigo and the gang pulling up by the time that last episode of Core 2 happens? Or
That's exactly what I'm alluding to, because they can easily like have Yubaha send somebody down like, hey, go distract them.
Right. Yeah, like that's also another thing too. Like he could be on his way to the fucking the Soul King, right? Because that's another thing. It's just like, bro, I'm pretty sure he's about to go after the Soul King. So while he's doing that, he can have Uryu fight them, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's Uryu and the other guy. I don't know his name, but the other guy that's like, you know, his other right hand man or whatever. He'll leave both of them back to fight Ichigo, Chad, and Orihime. And maybe this is the part where while they're all fighting, Uryu helps them fuck up that other guy. And then we get the original gang back again once again. You know what I'm saying?
That would be kind of
get that Team 7. Nah, I'm just playing.
I need more from I feel so bad I can't remember his name. Urahara.
Urahara-san, yeah. I mean,
I need so much more.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's and that's the beauty of why, you know, we have a lot of episodes to fill, because they have all these characters that are moving parts that can make plays. You know what I'm saying?
He's been making plays, but it's on the low.
It's on the low, right?
It's not like he's getting prime time, you know.
Yeah.
Screen time.
Yeah. But I'll also throw this in my last thought, and then we'll move on to fun fact and then Jujutsu Kaisen. So when Bleach was being published, towards the end of this arc, we as readers felt like Kubo was rushing. Okay? And then we later come to find out that it wasn't that Jump was rushing him to just wrap it up and finish it up. It was because he was sick. So now that it's back and he's involved with this, I'm hoping that he allows the team that's doing the anime to give us what he intended to happen and not in a rushed fashion. So essentially this anime will be like the definitive version of what he wanted for the manga. Because yo, I'm telling you, if you...
How it should be every time. No question.
I 100% agree with that, because I think that your manga could be amazing. Doesn't matter what it is, who it is, right? But when you have the opportunity to let that shit get an anime adaptation, and especially if you're involved, you should always tell these motherfuckers, yo, I wanted to do this at this moment, but I couldn't for XYZ reasons. Or I had to change it, or I had to alter it. But this is literally what I wanted. Do it like this. If you can have that type of input, bro. And anime truly is the definitive way, because it's live, it's in motion, it's colorful, there's sounds, there's music, it's impactful. This is the shit that people remember more than something out of a manga. Even though manga's fire, don't get me wrong, I love manga, but this guy, he's over here rolling his eyes because he don't read shit. But that's okay, because I get it. because look, I'm a fan of all of it. I love anime just like I love my manga, just like I love my comics. You know, I've been heavy on my Marvel shit lately. And when it comes to anime, it's just like anime is always the thing that people look forward to because of all the other shit that I said, of the voice acting, and then like all the action, the fights, the situations just happening in live motion. You know, it's an experience. And then like imagine like your anime is so good that it gets featured in theaters and you get to experience it in that way, in that format. Like it's OD. You know what I'm saying? I totally get it. So that's something to keep in mind. Or I guess for those that might be listening or watching this, and that have read Bleach and know what I'm talking about, I'm hoping by the time we do get to those moments that we definitely see some fucking I feel like it will, and we won't even be able to tell. And for you guys that have not read the manga, you're gonna be like, yeah, no, Bleach 1,000 Year Blood Work is goated. Anyway, I'm just like, all right, everything checks out. So let's go. All right, so IQ, do you have a fun fact for us this week?
I have. Yeah, I had a fun fact about Mido.
Okay.
So, I got my permit last Sunday. Or yeah, I think it was last. Yeah, and then I went driving yesterday for like driver's ed.
And
it was pretty good. I forgot to turn my turn signals on like twice. But like, I floored the brake at the first stop sign because like, you like barely press on the gas.
Right.
But like I pressed it hard and I went like from 5 to 20 in 2 seconds. So
wait, what car were you in?
It was like the thing that the driver's ed people had.
Oh, so yeah. Okay. Hey man, yo, shout outs to Not So Little. Damn. It is
Yeah.
so fucking crazy how old he is getting and how old we are in perspective. Like, I will always think back to when we were doing Dragon Ball Super reactions and this kid was in his fucking pajamas sitting in between us watching them fucking episodes.
Wait, Jared, did you stopped at the first stop sign or?
He said he floored the brakes.
I floored the brakes, so like,
My man.
I did the jump.
Yo, wait, I have something for this. You beating me? Now that's a mistake. When I park my car, I pull up the e-brake.
Oh shit.
That's what it reminded me of. So shout out. So you have your permit. So when is the license? That's next year? Or that's in like a few months?
I mean, I could get it. I'm 17. I could get it now, but like I gotta learn how to drive. So the driver's ed thing ends in like January.
I thought you need your permit for like 6 months or some shit.
It's different.
Not when you're 17.
And not when you're 17. So technically, you could have had your permit last year. Yeah.
But I was lazy.
I figured. Yeah. My man was out
here.
here.
And then the way the driver's ed people do it, there's 3 other kids in the car and the instructor's right next to you.
What?
That's OG.
So like,
that's different.
we rotate every 20 minutes.
What?
And like, cause like we're supposed to like observe in the back.
And how shitty your other peers
No,
are fucking driving.
I got showed up. I was the worst one there.
Yo, what?
Yo, this is what happens when you skipped out on a permit last year. So all right.
You know how to reverse park?
Nah, they didn't teach me that.
What?
Oof.
They just taught you drive and park next to the curb.
So they just gave this.
So you did parallel.
Half a permit.
I didn't do parallel. I just like I just pulled up.
Oh, what? Okay, well, wait. Yo, wait. This is actually OD. So you mean to tell me you have speed run driver's fucking lesson, and you?
Okay. This is what they taught me. They taught me right turn, left turn, turning signals, and parking normally, just like pulling up without like a car without going in between 2 cars.
Oh
just
man.
Like pulling up.
Oh, you went for one.
Yeah. Well,
didn't even test you yet.
Yeah, definitely get your practice in, but you'll be all right. That's a good.
Well, I'm gonna practice this weekend with
Lawrence?
with the Camry.
Oh shit. Well, please be careful. Please be careful. What the hell was I gonna say? It's so funny because I was just thinking about that. I'm like, you know, when is he gonna start driving? And boom, boom, there it is. Right. Pull up. Well, congratulations to the permit. Right. So, shout out to IQ. Not so little. I'm driving Ooch. Right. And this other part here, we got the Jujutsu Kaisen episode 32. Okay, so the Shibuya incident has begun. And honestly, this is a really easy one to talk about because this was like all focused around what is actually happening. And it is, they are trying to get at Gojo.
They're trying to isolate man.
They're trying to put his back up against the metaphorical wall. And they're trying to put him up against, not even up against, but just like to have all these obstacles. And you're learning things as they're happening. Like, oh, like when is he at his weakest? And it's like, or when is he at his strongest? Like when there's no one around.
Because he can go all that. It's like a Goku thing. Well,
okay. I guess if you like, depends on how you word it.
Yeah.
But sure. But I mean, Saiyans, they're gonna, you know, they're different. They're fucking different, right?
Yeah, no.
But so, I mean, listen, this plan is, you know, has some layers of, you know, educated guesses, or not guesses, but like planning, because they were really thinking this shit out. Because they're like, well, first, let's have a shitload of people just congested in one general area, and then let's fucking put some in the subways and have him in there too. And
yeah, they're basically, it looks like they're hoping that, like,
they can catch him off guard.
They can catch him off guard, or, you know, his power level drops.
His power level. That's
power level drops type shit because there's people around.
Right.
Because they're, you know.
It's not even so much his power level. It's just the fact that he's somebody that obviously doesn't want others to get hurt, especially non-sorcerers.
Yeah, but honestly, while that fight was happening, like, and all the people like were in the subway and shit, it's almost like Gojo didn't even give a fuck they were there. From my perspective, at least. So I found that kind of funny because they were hyping up or talking about the fact that, oh, he's not as strong when there's people around, but he was still shitting on them.
Well, I mean, hey, that's our boy right there.
But then they were also talking about the villains. They were talking about how the guy in the movie, you know what I'm talking about? The
freak.
Yeah, Geto. Yeah, Geto.
Yeah, I went like this.
Yeah, because Geto, when they're doing like the flash scenes and shit like that, he was talking about how he didn't even want them using their domains, like the domain expansions. Otherwise, Gojo's gonna use his because he would have no choice.
Yeah.
Because there's some shit about it like that, but
yeah.
So it's like they're trying to fight him without their full power, and that's probably not gonna work out well for them.
That's what I'm saying.
Because their whole idea is to, you know, it's like you said, you know, Gojo's at his best when he's dolo. So if they just drop in a bunch of people, he needs to worry about not letting, or like if he needs to protect a bunch of people on top of fighting, then it's your typical villain thing, you know, let me just grab a hostage real quick. Now what are you going to do? Surrender, right? But Gojo's different. He gives a fuck, but he's strong enough to fuck you up and still protect everybody else. So he's doing his thing. But yeah, the situation with the domains is just like, if you open a domain, it's a whole like field. If you encapsulate a bunch of people in that field, you're pretty much giving Gojo no choice. Like, well, they're already going to get wrecked from yours, so domain expansion.
Yup.
And then yeah, that's it. Like, you're not going to beat him in that fight.
I love this guy. I fucking love Gojo. Like, he is so busted, and that's what makes me worried.
I did like how they showed Itadori.
Oh yeah, so okay, beginning. So shout outs. Thanks for bringing that up, right? So that Gojo was obviously not the only, character that got screen time. Itadori was there.
Fine.
Actually opened up the episode, if I got my shit right. Yeah, he fought like this grasshopper. What do you?
Yeah, I don't.
No, but there's the phrase. It's escaping me now. It's like not spirit, but
Curse.
There it is. Sorry.
Curse spirit. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was fighting one of them, and this guy was like amazed by how he was able to figure shit out. Like the fact that he called him a grasshopper curse spirit, he was like, he was like amazed at that shit. I thought that was kind of funny. But yo, you know what? I know you already know how I feel about Gojo, right? I'll give my man his flowers every second I can, but you know what? Itadori has some hands.
Yeah, man.
Literally. I'll give him. He said, like, he kept fucking drilling, man. I was like, okay. All right. See, here's my thing with him. The second he gets an outfit change, I will fuck with him more.
I want him to be fully secunded.
All the fingers?
Yeah. I want to see how that goes.
Yeah, because right now, listen. I said this in a previous episode. That the reason why I initially didn't vibe with Jujutsu Kaisen from jump, a part of the reason, not the full reason. One of the small reasons was like, man, none of these characters like look unique enough for me. Like they all kind of blend together. And then obviously, like, now that I'm like in it, I am seeing all the differences, but yet they are still, very much still wearing the school uniforms, right? So all I'm saying is the second these motherfuckers go like this, take the jacket off, at least something, right? I'm like, oh, like, I don't know. Like,
if anything, they should at least have like graded tier outfits.
That would actually be fire.
Yeah, from like differences from like 1 to 2 to 3 or however.
Yeah, because what's her face? The lady with the braid in front of her face. That she was saying that Itadori is basically like grade 1.
Yeah, grade 1. Yeah.
He's already there.
He's gonna be a special grade soon.
Yeah. So like good on him. So like
That's my boy.
Yeah, I definitely was just like, I was rooting for him. I was like, oh dude, like let's go. Like, listen, I love a good anime, and then I love a good anime with hands. All right, you understand? There's a difference. There's a big difference. So he was literally punching the shit out of this fucking grasshopper spirit or curse. That John was OD, and that was like a nice appetizer for the Gojo stuff. Not even gonna lie, that was definitely a good tone setter. But yeah, the fact that not the fact of, but when you watch this episode and then you get to the end and Gojo takes his fucking headpiece off.
That's when you know he's about to go down.
I was like, oh, y'all fucked up now. Literally. I was like, I'm like, this is a guy that he is nerfing himself off rip anyway. Like, he just walks around with a fucking thing over his eyes.
Fucking blindfold.
If he's gonna take it off, you pissed him off. But and I noticed he did this after someone that was a non-sorcerer like died, because there were some casualties already. So that probably pissed him off. So now they're gonna suffer the fucking consequences. I hope.
We'll just see how he handles it, I guess.
Right.
Or like what the next stages are, because the other villains aren't, the better ones aren't there yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like Geto's not there, and Geto said he needed them to spare him some time, like 10 minutes or some shit. Like hold him off for 10 minutes, for whatever that fucking means.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So here's the thing. And this is a quick plug, because at the time this drops, we will have already discussed the latest episode, because of how our timing with when we can record versus release the episodes, and then the timing in which the Jujutsu Kaisen episodes drop. We're like technically like an episode behind, but, and obviously this is the plug, we are gonna come back to y'all live So once this episode drops and we're all back home from our daily work and school duties, we will be discussing this live on YouTube. So don't miss it. And obviously, if you're watching this back, go watch it back because it's already there. So if you're listening, watching, wherever, it's on the channel. So go check it out. I'm sure it was a lot of fun because Kai had a premonition, and he is the one who foretold this and foresaw this and called an audible and said, it's happening on this day, on this episode. So, okay. He's the Jujutsu Kai for a fucking reason. All right. So there you have it. Any other thoughts about this latest episode for 32?
Nah, I'm good. I think it'll be a good one next week, or I guess Thursday, whenever, right?
Yes.
Or whatever.
If you say so.
Okay. IQ, did you have any thoughts, by the way? I know that you read the manga, so.
I mean, hey, next week. I mean, or technically this week.
Yes.
Gonna be an event.
Mm.
An event.
An event. All right. All right. Well, it is now that time to head on over to the comment section for these comments. I need a fucking new sound for literally every little thing that we do. That's crazy. I can't keep fucking shoving the shotgun effect at you guys because that's a lot of guns. Not enough.
Ice beam.
All right. So anyway, let's see what do we got here this week. So shout out to the greatest podcast ever. Keep up good work, and I love you guys. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
She's on.
Wow. IQ, do you have anything to say?
Ice beam.
Okay. All right. We're going with the troll responses. All right. Thanks. All right. This next person, worse than a demon. The creator of Jujutsu Kai favorite character is Toji. Who's Toji?
The dude that beat Gojo up.
With the worm around his neck.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. This next person, Dante TX. Shout out to Dante. These are Patreon folks. Icebarz is lit as fuck. I'm glad that y'all are enjoying this new multi-segmented segment that just happens all throughout the episodes, start and the end. What can I say? We're constantly just trying to improve on the entertainment values of this podcast. So, all right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is a funny one. This person says, "You guys are real shit," and not in a bad way. He says, "Mi amigos, you guys gotta be from New York. I eat quick check sandwiches as well." Dope type shit. So yes, 3 of us are definitely from New York. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's how we speak or what we talk about, but yes, we're definitely all born from the good old NY.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh God. Okay. All right. So our boy Black Pegasus, shout out to Black Pegasus. He has an Icebarz that
Kai sent me 2 of them.
from the comments.
I think so, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. I don't know if this is the one from. Is the first one you sent him from Black Pegasus?
Nah.
He should know.
Does it say Black Pegasus on there?
It's lyrically miracle, and the verse.
Okay.
He only has 2.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Okay. So all right, we'll get back because lyrically it's Giante. We're saving him.
Giante?
Yeah. So since we're on Black Pegasus, well, let me read what he said first before he does the thing, because that is the thing now. you're in charge of reading a comment Icebarz since you have such great delivery, right? So our boy Black Pegasus starts off by saying, "Full Power Podcast, yeah. Let me talk to you. All my life, I've been training for this one moment." So he's rubbing his hands like Kai on some real content. Yo, the shout outs. Oh, the throwbacks to a year ago. I remember that shit. He said, yes, let's talk about some real content. I remember that shit. Those were the fucking, that was a fun time. That was absolutely a fun time. So he said, "I see people enjoying their Icebarz. Let me unwrap my ice bar with the LA Knight fill-ins. Give it to the icy ones so that he can fill me." So you don't even know who the fuck LA Knight is. I do. So you're gonna say what you're probably gonna read. I will do the yes.
You have to send me that one.
You don't have it?
Yeah.
I don't think so, no.
Here, I got it.
Yeah.
I got
it. I have to get my shit together. I gave him an improv one this week. That's all he gets.
Oh, wait, did you give him Jayantes or did you give him something else?
Let me see.
Well, here, I'm texting it to you right now.
Oh, this one?
So
this is young. Damn, that's a big one.
So okay, so here's how this is gonna go. Anytime that you see a yeah, I'm gonna say it. Okay? You understand? You understand the assignment?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you're just saying yes?
Yes, but then
I'm saying everything else.
Yes, basically. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Here's the first ice bar, or the commented ice bar. Sounds like a fucking snack. All right, here we go. Go ahead.
All right. I drink water.
Yeah.
I go outside.
Yeah.
I go to my bed.
Yeah.
I got so many clothes.
Yeah.
What's he talking about? Calling us pussies on the spot? I'm not gonna lie though. He's never getting a hot hun like my boy 6 Dots. Then he should have said, "Acknowledge me, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
That was fire. Much love from the mythical one. Black Pegasus, that was actually fire as fuck. So basically what he did was he took all of your startings.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. And we had the LA Knight fill-ins. Nice. Good shit. Thank you for that. All right, so go ahead. Read Jayante's.
Jayante?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We talking about captains. And man, I love Benimaru.
Okay.
But don't be asleep on Hitsugaya's Daijurin Hero. I can't say that shit.
I fucking knew you wasn't gonna be able to pronounce that shit. It's the Daiguren Hyorinmaru.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had to get really yen in there.
He says, "Hope everyone good vibes raises at exponential levels." Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So let's see. Oh, I think we have a third one.
Yeah, worse than a demon.
No. Worse than a demon. I read earlier.
I sent me one from him.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, go ahead and read it.
All right, let's do this. All right. Yeah, we killing all these freaking levels. Girl, go in the kitchen and make me fruity pebbles.
That's crazy. Because all she has to do is pour it in the bowl and put some milk in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking hilarious. But all right, nice, good shit. Okay, shout out to all these submissions. That's great. There's one more that I see right here. So I'm gonna read this one. I'll read it this time. He starts off by saying, "You guys are the truth. No lie. You guys make watching Bleach, Dragon Ball, Jujutsu Kaisen a vibe."
Respect.
I like that, and I appreciate that, and I thank that. Appreciate it. And they also said, you guys know how to make the workday go by easy. By the way, y'all got to add that beatbox to the Bluebird album. It's schnashty. Oh, and he said that phrase came from the battle rapper Gwitty. I don't know what that is. And y'all should invoke an Icebarz competition. I don't know if we're at that level yet. But food for thought. Food for thought. But thank you for all the comments, folks. I do appreciate that. We all do appreciate that. And before we move on to the banger of the week, I just wanted to do my due diligence and remind all of us here that a new Dragon Ball Super chapter is upon us.
That shit's still around.
What? That's crazy you said that. But yeah, it's still around.
You read it?
No, I said it's upon us.
It's
at the time of this episode, it will be out already. But we obviously recorded this prior to it coming out. So yeah.
Yo, you know, I went to Target. I saw Dragon Ball Super Volume 19 on the shelves.
Yeah. A lot of stores like Target and Walmart, they are actually selling manga. Like the recent relevant popular shit, which is really cool.
The thing is, they got like JJK, but they got like 1, 2, 3, and they skip all the way to like 23.
Yeah, so I mentioned that. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that when it comes down to like Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, Spy Family, and there was like another one that I'm not naming right now, but they are all available, and they'll have like the first couple to get people started, and then they'll have whatever the latest one is. So like for those that are regularly keeping up with it. So it's like an easy way to get people started and interested in whatever. And so, you know, it's good on them. But yeah, so it is now that time for your banger of the week. And it is and that was the second ending to the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen. So yeah, like what we were saying earlier, I mean, we don't have to add more because we talked about this on the beginning of the episode, but yeah, the ending for me was definitely a lot more of an enjoyable song than the opening. I don't think the opening is gonna grow on me. I guess we'll find out once I keep hearing it with these episodes. But then again, there is that skip button. But you be doing that anyway.
Nah, it takes a lot for me not to skip.
Which is also a fair point. But then I don't know. But you be skipping anyway.
It depends on, you know, how I'm rushing.
What's a song you wouldn't skip? How about that? That's a better question.
There isn't one.
Baki the Grappler.
The one that he can't skip.
Which Baki the Grappler song?
The first one.
Oh, you really? You would have skipped that one?
I was always watching that. When you put me onto it.
Oh,
like back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I ever skipped that shit for the most part.
Yeah, honestly,
that shit was tough.
When we was watching those DVDs, yeah, no, I think we let that shit rock every time because that was a fucking hype song, and that was last week's banger of the week. So shout out to that. And as soon as you heard it, you knew exactly what it was. You're like, oh, is that Baki?
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout outs to that. Yeah, the Jujutsu Kaisen ending is great. But now, it is that time for the Patreon shoutouts. Yes. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, boys and girls, listen up. If you're trying to be a Patreon supporter of Thriving Ozaru, hear your name shout out at the end of the episode, become a Thriving Ozaru today. Ooh. Thought I was gonna miss that shit. Nope. Shout out to our boy Jayante Sheridan. Thank you.
Sherry.
Shout out to Anthony Parker. Thank you.
E-break.
Did you say e-brake?
Yeah. Park that bitch.
Oh, park it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Shout out to my girl, Crystal. Thank you. Shout out to our boy, Dante TX. Thank you. Suck it. Shout out to Jerick Rivera. Thank you. Shout out to our boy, Lord Pain. Thank you.
Pain in these
Nuts. And shout out to our boy, Mr. Back again. Once again. Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. Oh, whip him out. Ready? Shout out to our boy, Mr. Washed. Thank you.
Wash that.
Wash it. Shout out to our dude, Odd Man Out. Yeah. Thank you.
Never got that man in.
Never count him out. Shout out to our dude, Ryuzuki Kenpachida. Thank you.
Type shit.
Shout out to our dude, Soul Awakens. Thank you.
Wake your ass up.
Wake it. And shout out to Super Saiyajin SAWFT Soul. Thank you.
Thank you.
And shout out to the man with the final Chidori Vegeta Uchiha. Thank you.
Welcome.
And shout out to our boy, Worse Than a Demon. Thank you.
Demon time.
He fucking said, Demon time.
Time.
Attention! Yes! He's the only one! Yes! Live the rising sun! Yes! He's our fucking boy! Everybody get the fuck up and stand up for Juice! 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 Bang! Juice! Juice!
Nick.
Fucking shout out to Juice! Oh man. Yeah, fucking dude, I had to fully equipped with that shit. Listen, next week and moving on, I need all of us to have our fucking shit locked and loaded for the fucking that ice beam, you know what I'm saying?
Ice beam.
The ice, whatever you want. But anyways, let's get on with this. Patreon, Full Power Podcast, over on the Patreon page for your shout outs, the extra content, the bonus material, and the opportunity to help us improve the quality of this podcast as well. If you have a comment, question, concern, business inquiry, or fan art you're trying to sponsor, hit us up, fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That is fullpowerpod@gmail.com.
I'm back again once again.
Oh.
Hold on. I gotta look at the pin. I got. Shout outs to this chicharron.
Yes.
Nasty.
Okay, wait. Miyukai. For the fucking fill-ins.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you understood.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Nasty.
Miyukai. For the
Feelings.
Thank you. All right.
He said feelings.
All right. Go ahead.
Habatarita.
Yeah.
戻れないと言って
21.
目指したのは
Chicharrón.
青い青い青の空
Hit us up on the Bluebird on Twitter at Full Power Pod, and as well as all of our socials, because again, Linktree in the description below, so you can follow us on everything. All right, boys, we have yet. What am I trying to fucking say? We have successfully done another episode, which means we must leave the folks with another Icebarz. So I have one. Don't worry. I have one. All right. I do have one. off the top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fiending.
Okay.
Icebarz straight off the dome.
Oh, I thought that was part of the bar.
It's first line. First line. I'm hungry as fuck.
Fuck.
Shout outs to this chicharron.
Snasty.
It's nasty.
Are we ending with that? Or we got one more from somebody.
I didn't really think of one, but like,
I could do another. I could do another off top.
You want to do another off the top, or you want to have him try?
If I need to fill in the void.
Okay. All right. So here's what we'll do. You try your best to not give us a fucking half nothing, please, and then he'll fill in if necessary.
All right. Let's see what we got going there. I open the box. Nothing's in it.
Okay. Nothing's in it.
Okay.
I get another one. I need a filling.
Okay. Okay. That was that fucking that barely worked.
Self-aware.
That was buggy.
Honestly, if you think of what he said, it made sense to a degree, and you got away with it because you rhymed it with it. That's literally what you did. High key, not low key. That's what you fucking did. I like that though. It was good. All right. I guess we'll end it with that one. That's your episode for this week. It's been your boy, Ooch, the Iceman, brother Ooch, the homie of all the Jujutsu Kai-San, and our man doing the trig, not so little IQ, Ooch. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, make the proper take, keep it locked little right here on this podcast. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay the hell inside. And we'll see y'all next time. Hey. All right. For the... Oh, shit. For the one time I said... Oh, see ya. Shout outs to this chicharron.
To the chicharron.
Bro, I actually like want to have a chicharron now though.
Cause it's snasty.
Snasty chicharron. Why is that so funny?